everyone, today I'll be reviewing this Netflix original movie just dropped on Netflix called SpiderHead, and it is starring Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller, Jeremy Smollett, and this movie, it is directed by the guy who directed this year almost highest grossing domestic movie called Top Gun Maverick. When I saw that, I'm like, woo, that is very interesting because this is like the hugely different movie from Top Gun Maverick. So, what do we think about this movie? I think this movie really started out really interesting, did had an interesting plot. However, the way it's end, it will throw you off. You're like, whoa. Especially last half an hour for this movie is really very weird when I was watching it. Although this movie does have a weird character like Chris Hemsworth, who I thought he did decent job here, but I really enjoyed Miles Teller, his performance in this movie. I thought he was really good in this movie. I haven't seen him in a while, so I thought his performance was really good, bringing this guy who has this past he's trying to escape from, and his past is quite dark when you learn about him, and I thought he did really good job. Also, I really like Jeremy Smollett in this movie. I thought she's also really good, who also has this dark history. I thought both of these characters did really good job bringing their character to alive, because they have such a dark backstory. When I learned about them, I was like, so in this movie, of course, this movie, it is about like a drug experiment, which I have not seen many movies like this. Why do I think this movie was different? Not really. This movie wasn't that much different. The drug they were experimenting with, even that drug and what it does to people, that didn't make any sense. Like end of this movie, I was sitting there thinking, this drug, spoiler alert if you have not seen this movie, it's huge spoilers. If you've not seen the movie, spoiler alert, tune out of this video. And this drug, which name is OVX, like it makes you obedient, I guess obedient to people who have, like if you take these drugs, basically you listen to whatever they told you, like anybody. So he was like experimenting this drug on all of these people, and I guess toward the end, like when it's ended, I was sitting there thinking, how does that make any sense? Because like often they're like asking him questions, like back and forth, but he's saying like it makes you do whatever they tells you do. Didn't make that much sense, honestly. They were giving all these other drugs and the things they make you do, like didn't make that much sense either. Like so many unnecessary scenes. Now that I look back and think about it, ending, that is why, especially the way it ends, like this movie, it is like, it's kind of like below average type movie. Chris Hemsworth's character, I mean, like he tried his best to do. I feel like his character was really weird. I think Chris Hemsworth, every time he's on screen, you cannot stop thinking about his tall, He's so tall when he stands with anybody around him. He looks like this giant person. Which is great in Thor movie, but if you are watching something else, you are like, oh, this guy, he's really giant. Which I didn't think it before. I thought his character was really weird. Did I like his acting? I think his acting was okay, but I really like Miles Teller's acting, I guess, because he had because this whole movie centers does around him. I also like the guy who was helping Chris Hemsworth in this movie. You see, he looks so tiny beside Chris Hemsworth in this movie. How big is Chris Hemsworth? Anyway, he was also good in this movie. He's also trying to help people. That is what he thought. He's helping people. Of course, end of this movie, when he finds out he isn't, of course, it throws him off. This movie, it was like really, it could have been better. Like, but I feel like the first act for this movie, it is very slow and pointless. Now that I think about and look back, that is why I can't like. I didn't like that much this movie, now that I'm talking about it. And that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Netflix movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.